Welcome back. In today's video I am going to be refurbing my alloy wheels. These are called Konig Unknown 18-inch. Had them for about 5 years now on the Lexus. Problem is, they're relatively fine, they're not curbed that much. There's a few curbing areas. But the main concern was I have this oxidation going on here. Don't know what it is, but for some reason I have it all over the alloys, and it's with all four rims. I've also seen other people online, they've had the same issues with the same alloys, so it might be a problem with Konig's alloys. So what I'll be doing, it's the first time I'll be doing alloy refurb myself, but trial and error. First of all, I'm going to be getting rid of all this oxidation or whatever it is. I'm going to be using 80 grit sandpaper, and then afterwards I'll go to, I think it's 400 and then 1500 just to finish it off. Now I will lose the chrome effect, but what I'm thinking is once it's all cleaned up, I'll see how it looks. I'll try and respray it myself on like a test piece of metal, see if I can get the same chrome effect. I need to still order the paintwork and all that. Plan B would be plasti-dip. I'm planning, if the chrome effect paint doesn't work, plan to plasti-dip all the inside black, polished, so it's going to be like this. So I'll have like a shine to it, and then for the lip, I'll plasti-dip that a bright gold. So we'll see how it goes. If plan A doesn't work, that will be plan B. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and try and get rid of all these deep oxidation. It does go into the metal, it doesn't protrude out, so it has eaten the metal away. So we'll go ahead with that first. Okay, so now that I've sanded it with 80 grit, I'm just going to take it outside, give it a little wash, and just see what we're working with. Okay, so it's all cleaned up now, just washed it all. As you can see, this is where most of the corrosion was, the oxidization. Got rid of most of it, still a little bit there. Keep going them, you can still feel them, but most of them is quite smooth. Next thing I'll do, because it's quite rough here, I'll go to 400 grit and then to 1500 to finish it off, to get a smooth surface, either ready for paint or plasti-dip. Alright, so just washed it from doing the 400 grit. It's got rid of most of the main scratches. Everything is smooth. That is a little bit rough there, but most areas are smooth all the way around. Tried to sort out the curve rashes. I've got them down as low as possible without changing the shape too much. Kind of feel them a little bit, but hopefully the paint will fill them in. Yeah, so next stage I'm going to do some 1500, which is over there, and hopefully that will get it down quite nicely and then ready for paint or plasti. Alright, so this is when I've done the 1500 grit. Still haven't cleaned it yet, so what I'll do, I'll stick it outside, give it a good wash, and I'll show you how it looks. Alright, so I've washed it all off. You can still see some of the scratches, but that doesn't really matter because it's going to be either resprayed or it's going to be plastic dipped over. But the main concern, the reason why I did this, is to get the surface smooth, so that the paint will hold nice and it won't see any imperfections. But everywhere is good. I'm going to put these back in the car until I get either the paint or the plasti-dip ordered. I'm not too sure yet. I'll have to decide which route I'll be taking. Alright, so see you in a week time. Alright, so it's been a week later, and I guess you can tell I've put the first coat down. I've just done a very light coat just to get it started. Not looking too bad so far. It's been about 2 minutes, so it's still a bit wet. I'm going to leave it for about 10 minutes and then I'll put my second coat down, see how it goes. I went a bit heavy there, but should be alright. So my design is, I'll have all black center, and then the lips will be gold, but the gold metallizer needs to be on a black base. So I'll spray it all black first, then I'll mask off the inside and go ahead with the gold. Okay, so this is the coverage for the second coat. Still wet. Still got some few areas in the corners there. Overall, it's starting to get blacker now. All the chrome parts, like over here, they're starting to go black. But yeah, second coat, going on to a third soon. Alright, so this is a fifth coat. I think this will be enough for the black. It's got full coverage everywhere. Can't see the chrome anymore, which is good. Obviously it turns out matte black first, and then I'll use the glossifier later once I've done the gold metallizer. And on to the other one. So if you want to before and after. Alright, so the moment we're waiting for, putting the gold metallizer on. Masked it all off to make sure it doesn't seep through, but who knows, it might do. I'm not the best at masking. But yeah, gold metallizer time. Just going to do the lip all the way around and see how it goes. I'm thinking probably maybe 4 or 5 coats, so stay tuned. Alright, so first coat of the gold metallizer. Not gonna lie, I'm quite impressed. The coverage is quite good. Just for one spray, I did a light spray as well. So yeah, it's looking good, you know, guys. It's looking good. Alright, so that's it, boys and girls. It's the fifth coat of the glossifier, bright gold. And you know what, it's turned out pretty well. The gold, you know, I would like it like proper gold, but for what it is, it's not bad. Hopefully it'll turn out better when I spray the glossifier on it, but even with this, I'm happy with that. So, moment of truth, I'm going to rip off the masking and see how well it looks. Okay, so here it is. 5 coats of the gold metallizer. And turned out pretty well, to be fair. All the lines, I was worried about the lines mixing in with the black and the gold, but it's pretty alright, to be honest. Next what I'll do, I'll put some glossifier. See if I can bring up the matte black a bit more glossy. Already working on the other side of the car. I'll be doing 2 wheels at a time, so once this one's dried, I'll rip the masking off and see how it looks. But yeah, next step, the glossifier. See if it looks any better. Okay, so that's the first light coat of glossifier. It won't show out too much yet, but it's starting to on the black. It's got a little bit of a shine on it now. So just keep adding more coats. I'm thinking about maybe 3 or 4 coats. I'll take pictures of the progress. And here we are, guys. What we're waiting for? Final product. So I've only got 2 wheels completely done, because I need to put them back on the car in order to get the other 2 off. So it's getting to about 12 o'clock in the night now. I think I might call it a day, but completely finished. Managed to get off most of the excess plasti-dip on the tyres. I mean, you got the excess small tiny little pieces, but doesn't matter too much, they'll come off eventually. But yeah, most of it came off in the whole piece, which are down there. But yeah, I had to use a microfiber cloth, and I wiped it, and that made it come off more easily, like small pieces and stuff. But yeah, I'm really happy with the finish. Just hope that the product lasts. I mean, the gloss is quite good. They are fully dry now. Let's get your side view. So there you go, guys. What I might do later, I might colour this in black, maybe with like a painter. Because what I did, I tried to do it with the plasti-dip. Tried to mask it off, but it didn't really work because it was too small pieces. So I might just use some kind of paint. See if I can get that black in. I think that'll set that off nicely. But yeah. So what I'll do next, I'll put all four. I'll complete the 4 tyres, the 4 wheels, and I'll put them on the car and see how they look. Right, so these set of 2 rims, the first 2 are completed. They've been on the car for about 3 days now, and for some reason the gold has lost its colour. It's gone to a more dark finish. You can't really see the gold that much anymore. And this obviously was really frustrating for me. So what I did, rather than using plasti-dip, I've decided to go for actual paint over the plasti-dip. So I bought some gold today, just some cheap from Homebase, quick colour. I think it was like £7. But yeah, just sprayed about 3 coats on one of the rims. That's had 1 coat so far. But yeah, this is obviously more brighter and more of the finish that I'm looking for. So hopefully when I spray the clear coat, I'll bring the finish out a bit more. So far, this looks like it'll be the colour that I'll be staying with. So just waiting for that to dry. Take the masking off, and I think the tape lifted up a bit on the sides, so I'll have to retouch the sides in black. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so here we have a completed alloy, fully done. I've done the gold again and the black, and just sprayed some lacquer. Made sure I masked it off pretty well this time, so the line's pretty crisp. Okay, the lacquer's made it really glossy. So that's with the actual real paint, with the plasti-dip middle. And this one is all plasti-dip. You can definitely tell the colour difference. It's much brighter on the real paint. I would like to have a plasti-dip, but it just didn't work out with the colour. So hopefully by putting the paint on the plasti-dip, it won't cause any problems with the plasti-dip, and I'll be able to get that off in one piece. Alright, so that's another one I'm still working on. That's near enough finished. It just needs lacquer and clear coat. Get that done. And then third alloy, I just need to mask off, respray that gold, and the other one's still in the car.